Billy Johnson was 22 when he was diagnosed with leukemia, and he died at 30 years old in 1995. So Billy is my inspiration and was my inspiration. Hospitality, I think, is mentioned as many, if not more times than love in the scriptures. My husband and I were walking down the street. We live in the neighborhood, and a friend of ours from across the street, Father Ahern, said, "Dick and Mary, I have this little house over across the street, and we don't know what to do with it. Do you have any ideas?" So that's kind of where the idea met the dream.
Oh yeah, Mary and Dick were fantastic. She was fantastic. But how are we going to do this was the next question. I had to deal with the diocese, you see, so, but it worked out very well.
Well, for Mary, she found a need, did something about it, which kind of proves the fact that one person can make such a difference in this world.
And the need became very apparent to me since we have 5 hospitals and no place like a Ronald McDonald, which is, of course, for pediatric families, children up to 17. Needless to say, there's always the challenge of raising the funds. And for a while, I was the only person running the house, raising the funds, doing the talks, cleaning the bathrooms, etc., etc., etc. That's why volunteers were so key, and that's why the recruiting of volunteers was so necessary.
So that's when I started years ago, when it was in the old little house that the janitor had left for the church, and they were using it for people who were from out of town that had adults in the hospital here. Anyway, I started volunteering there, and I loved it because it was people who really needed a place to go.
And about 1.5 years ago, my sister had a head-on car collision. I've been back here to visit her 3 times now, and each time I've come, I've stayed here at Sarah's guest house. So it's been a haven for me. It's been my home away from home, truly. And I don't know what I would do if I didn't have Sarah Guest House. It's just been wonderful for me to be able to have a place to come to where I actually am welcomed like it is family. It's a godsend, really.
What happened was my niece has cerebral palsy, and she had a severe scoliosis, curvature of her spine. We were referred to a surgeon in Syracuse, and his secretary told us about the Sarah Guest House. We had a bedroom just like when we were teenagers. We had so much fun. We actually took our family reunion to the rest of the house and became a Sarah family. We did a lot of things with the guests. We shared rides, we cooked together, we shopped together, we went to the hospital to visit our loved ones together, watched TV together, spent Christmas together, which was most empowering. Sitting in the living room, there was a tree with gifts for all of the guests under the tree. And we sat in the living room for upstairs hours watching a multitude of Medea movies, just laughing and relaxing. And I don't think my sister and I were the only ones that really thought that Christmas was special. And we just developed such a closeness, and my sister and I are still in touch with at least 3 of the guests that were here when we were here in the long run.
I always say, like, once you get people into this house, it's hard to not fall in love with it and fall in love with what we do here every day.
I think the people that I would thank first is my family, because this was my baby. This got all my attention. My husband, who was a great support always and still is.
So there's not like a large amount of staff, but we have people who help us each day with the cooking, the driving, the comfort. So each one of us has a role in the success of the house.
I hope our donors and supporters know of the value that they are bringing to people's lives. They are touching people and families every single day. But our guests would say it best. I can't even do them justice.
The staff is just great. So they cover all the bases. And there's really nothing for you to do except come here and know that you have a place to come home to at the end of the day, no matter how long that day is. And for some people, it's very, very long, the day.
This is a wonderful place. The volunteers, everyone who works here, they're just so dedicated to the mission. And it's an important mission, especially in this day and age when caring is very limited.
We would like to grow in size. You know, I think longer term, like right now we have 11 guest rooms and we could sleep 18 people. I think longer term we would like to just be able to house more people because we get filled up a lot. So we just wish we had more rooms, and we specifically wish we had more handicapped accessible rooms. We are limited with only 2 bedrooms for handicapped people.
Have a whole healing space for people. So we would have, you know, a quiet space, maybe people could have a massage, that kind of healing. And I've always seen Sarah House as part of an extended healing process. I hope someone picks that up and takes it on.
I would say that the house is in good hands. The foundation that was built here in the house is going to stay strong, and we're just going to continue to build upon it.
Happy 25th anniversary, and we're hoping that the 3 of us will be at the gala on the 26th.
I wish her all the congratulations, the warmth.
I congratulate them on 25 years of incredible work.
We made a pretty good team, I think, Patty.
We did.
And I agree with David, the house is in good hands. These are my family members carrying on our dream. And part of that was Billy's dream, and part of that is my family's dream. And my family is very extensive. Good luck.